Today's astrological energy brings creativity, inspiration, and an opportunity to relight your own personal spark. Sometimes, many times throughout our lives, it feels as though our spark is dimmed or completely put out. And so, relighting the candle, the flame, the bonfire within your heart ends up being a mission of self preservation, and sometimes we don't know where to start. So, the beautiful blessings of energy that we're experiencing today come in the form of a fresh breeze, whether it be the ability to finally breathe, or maybe a conversation, a connection, an opportunity with a friend, or something like that in which we feel inspired or supported, or maybe motivated by shifting our perspective, by shifting our environment. If you're having creative blocks, if you're having a loss of motivation, this is the kind of air sign energy that really helps us get going. The moon is in Gemini, which is all about adaptability. And the moon, which represents our emotions, is forming an opposition to Mercury today. So Mercury is all about what we think and what we say, and Mercury is the planetary ruler of Gemini. So even though the moon, which represents our feelings, and Mercury, which represents our thoughts, even though they're kind of at odds, like opposite each other today, because they are in signs that represent chatter or movement or fluid flow, whatever it is that we're going through, it's easier to move through, it's easier to process, it's easier to talk about. You know how sometimes emotions just kind of sit on us and you don't really know what to say or how to move through them? The ability to talk, the ability to find the bluebird of happiness, these things kind of come back. So I encourage you to maybe watch a funny movie or call a silly friend or anything like that, because there's also a really harmonious relationship now that the moon is in Gemini. It meets up and kind of does a high five with Jupiter in Gemini. Sorry, I had to censor this card here. Jupiter in Gemini brings expansion, new opportunities, and growth to whatever sign that it touches. It's a very good luck planet. It sometimes brings a whole kind of grass is greener, but being inspired to step out of our comfort zone is exactly how we grow. And so Jupiter in Gemini brings a whole kind of fake it till you make it. But today it has an opportunity to be able to, maybe in a lighthearted, joking kind of way, process experiences or emotions that helps you lighten your own personal load. So again, just like how emotions sometimes sit heavy on us, sometimes also not talking about stuff sits heavy on us, because whatever it is that we don't get out, it tends to kind of spin in a repetitive cycle inside of our consciousness. And so whether we write, Jupiter and the moon jamming out in Gemini today invites us to be creative, not just with spoken word, but also maybe singing, maybe dancing, collaborating, being creative with collage, or even writing. So the energy of Gemini and its planetary ruler Mercury is all about maybe journal something. And it was suggested to me, okay, you could have a really nice journal where you put all of your like happy thoughts and your goals and your dreams, right? That one's pretty. But then you can also go to the dollar store and you can get like a really cheap journal, and it can be your F this shit journal. And you can write your angry stuff, you can write your yucky stuff. The idea is you're getting it out, you're not necessarily messing up a pretty journal. And you can be angry, you can be harsh, but the idea is get it out. And then you can rip that paper. You can burn it, you can crumple it up, you can throw it away. I love the phrase, chuck it in the fuck it bucket. So basically, whatever it is, if you can lighten your load by getting it out today, it's the best way to use the astrological potential and the energy that we're experiencing. So today's card is the Four of Cups, which is about emotional exhaustion. And the number 4 in numerology invites themes of stability, because we've got like 4 legs on a table, right? Or four wheels on a car. There's a sense of stability or, groundedness. But in the number 4 here, we have 3 cups and then 1 being offered. So in this one, we have a sense that our emotions, represented by cups, are not stable. This person is always represented as being either over it or mad or frustrated or meh. So whatever really disgruntled experiences we're having, what we see here is we can't keep doing things the same way. And we have to open up. We have to look at another perspective. We have to see where the open door is, the new opportunity. Try something new, shift our perspective, shake things up. But also remember that The universe is constantly conspiring to shower you with blessings. Astrologer Rob Bresney, I think he's the person who quoted that. It's pronoia instead of paranoia. Remember that the universe is constantly conspiring to shower you with blessings. Yeah. So in the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a hand of God coming out of a cloud. In this deck, it's a child. Same thing. Universe wants to help. So shift things up, open your heart, lighten your load. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Sending you guys all of my love. Good luck out there, and I will see you tomorrow.